a different bookshelf behind me. You know why? Because I am not at my house. I am at LA Knight's house.
Hello.
We just filmed a couple of videos, some challenges that I challenged her to do, and another challenge that she ended up challenging me to do, and I'm on it. I will link those videos once they are up down below, because I know this one will probably go up first. I'm here because we are at the very end of April, and so this is my April wrap-up, in case you couldn't tell by the title that's down there. So yeah, I had a pretty busy month. Wow, I read a lot. I am ahead of schedule for reading 25 books in a month, and some of these didn't even count towards my goal in a month. In a year, I decided to join Goodreads. I'll have a link to my Goodreads page down below, and on my page I have the yearly goal to read 25 books. So, yeah. The first book that I managed to finish reading is Alta by Mercedes Lackey. Right over here, I will put a link to that video, I hope. If I don't, I'm sorry. That's because Lauren's bad at this and doesn't know how to edit or do YouTube very well. But yeah, this book I really did enjoy it. I like it. It's book 2 of The Dragon Jousters by Mercedes Lackey. I definitely recommend this. It took me 4 years to read this. That is not the book's fault, that's Lauren's fault. The second book that I finished, I also filmed something that's not up yet as of this moment. Once it goes up, I will have Blinky again over the book. This is Nevermore by Kelly Cray. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars just because I don't like Isabel. I know I'm bad, but I didn't like the main character. How can I like the book? And what I was hoping for is barely in this book at all. Dang it! But yeah. So yeah, I managed to finish that.
What were you hoping for?
I was hoping for more paranormal. It's not in the book, guys. It's barely in the book. It's in the prologue, like the whole prologue, and then there are little snippets, and then it's until about here in the book it shows up, and it drives me nuts. And I'm like, no, I don't care about her problems with her douchebag boyfriend she should have never dated.
For the record, she is not talking about Varen. She's talking about Brad.
Varen's not her boyfriend in that book. As you probably saw from my bazillion videos, I am part of #AYearathon, and for the month of April, it was Rereadathon. And I reread the entire Chronicles of Narnia. Originally, I didn't count that I had finished The Last Battle on time, but the moderator, Kesha, who is awesome, I'll link her down below too, and I'll link the group down below, she said that I had read it. So I did all 7 in a week. That was crazy. Oh my goodness, that was hard.
She's nuts.
Next, I also did Crash by Lisa McMahon. I don't own it. I got it from the library, had to turn it back in. Also, I don't own Alta or Nevermore.
Oh, yeah, those are mine.
Yeah, those are Ravens. But yeah, Crash by Lisa McMahon, I gave that a 4 out of 5 just because it's so short, and because it's short, there isn't a lot of depth, but surprisingly for how short it is, there is. I really enjoyed it. I also have a video that I filmed. It will probably go up, but once it's up, click on my face. That's where you can see it. The next book that I read, another one I don't own, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because I hated the final chapter, is the manga Beyond the Beyond by Watanabe Yoshitomo. I will also link where you can read that down below. It was really good until chapter 38, the final chapter. Because, spoiler, the whole manga, the whole time, she's like, don't forget me, don't forget me. The moment he goes back home, what happens? He forgets her. And it's never clear if he will ever remember what they did together ever again.
Oh my god, that's like Master of Mosquitoon when everyone dies except the main character.
Another thing, his best friend also dies. And he doesn't even remember that his best friend died. Oh my gosh, I'm like, really?
What does he think his best friend is?
He doesn't know. It's a friend he made there who became his best friend. Doesn't remember him at all. It's heartbreaking. Oh my gosh, my heart was just ripped out. I also finished, I don't have this because it's not in English. I will have a link for this down below where you can read it online. It's Anne no Aijo, which is Anne of the Island, the manga series by Igarashi Yumiko. I'm looking at notes. I loved that. I kind of want to read the books now because I never got into the Anne of Green Gables books until I read the manga. That was really good, but I managed to finish that up, and that's the third and final of the books that is in a manga. Dang it, because there's 9 books, right? 8 books. That's
although only 6 of them are about her.
Yeah. So there are 8 books, and they only did 3. The last book that I finished, and I loved it, then hated it, and I'm like, about is Life's a Witch by Brittany Geragotelis. Gotalis? I have no idea. I will also do a video about this. That's why there's a tag in these little thingies up here. Click on here to see that once it's up. It probably isn't up right now because I haven't even filmed it yet. I gave this a 3 out of 5 because she's an idiot. There are some very unrealistic, stupid things in here. Fighting in 3-inch heels. Not impossible.
That only works in Sailor Moon, because they're anime characters.
Yeah. Stupid in a book. Making out when people are with her boyfriend when people are trying to kill her and she needs her concentration to hold them back. Stupid. Stupid. Oh my gosh. I will have more links about that. More links. Not more links. I will talk more about this in my review. I loved it until that point. Alright, that's all that I read in April. So I read 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books, counting the manga. And Beyond the Beyond has like 10 not 10 volumes. It has like 6 volumes. And I'm just going to count that as 1. But yeah, I managed to read all that, because I didn't read all of Beyond the Beyond. I finished it, and Anna Advisory's like 1. So this is just a very rough estimation of what I am going to read in the month of May. I will have an entire video about what I'm doing for hashtag a year-a-thon's catch up on a series, which is what we're doing in May. But, yeah. The ones that I'm going to be reading on the other side, I'm only going to say I have these 3. First is by Cinda Williams Kaima or Chima. Each is fine, she said. Her husband says Chima. Her in-laws say Kaima. So it's Cinda Williams Kaima or Chima. And it's Dragonair. I've actually already read this. I need to reread it because Enchanter came out already. And I hadn't read the series in like 3 years. And I had no idea what was going on. Actually, it was more than that because I read Dragonair right after it came out. So I started with like a little like clip that was on Goodreads to read it just before it came out for Enchanter. I had no idea what was going on and who they were talking to and what they were talking about. I was lost. So I had to reread it. I'm already this far in, so I should be able to finish it because I want to read Enchanter Air. I love these books. Although the main characters in this one are kind of dumb. Next is Star Wars Last of the Jedi Underworld by Jude Watson. I know this is really, really young for me, but I got into Jude Watson. I really do like her books. I love her Star Wars books. And guys, The Last of the Jedi, the first book, is heartbreaking. You find out that for years, Obi-Wan laid in bed, all he could think about every second of every day was every single person who died because of Anakin. That is like so sad. I was like, really? No wonder he looks like he's 80 when he was 45 in A New Hope. He didn't look 45. He looked like in his 70s.
He was 45?
The character was 45 or 46. Something like that.
Crazy.
I did the math. I forget. But yeah, this is about what he does to not die. Like, to not just die of sorrow. So I actually am enjoying this. This is the 3rd book. I will do it. And then next,
if anybody's wondering what that sound was.
That was Raven sneezing! Okay, we have the door open. And then next is Tiger's Curse by Colin Huack? I have no idea how to say this name, but I'm reading Tiger's Curse. Raven owns a whole bunch of them. She's read it and enjoyed it. She thinks I would enjoy it. It looks intriguing. I'm going to try it. Hopefully I can get through it. And on top of doing the reread-a-thon. Oh yeah, and by the way, these are the order that I go in. It is something from the library, something I own, or something that Raven owns. And it actually, right now, it's what Raven owns, library, what I own. I think is the exact thing. So yeah. Alright, I'll have links to Raven, and then Megan is thinking of starting a booktube channel. Let me know if you think she should start. I think she should. She's thought seriously about doing the first
line challenge.
First sentence challenge created by Kimberly Lee Reads. I will link that down below because Raven did it, and now I gotta do it. be looking for that soon. Alright, love you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to see more weirdness from me and Raven. Love you.